Hi, this is Brian Perry with Perry Home Solutions of Keller Williams Realty, bringing you another vendor spotlight. I'm here today with Chris Philo. Hi, Chris. How are you?
I'm very good.
And you're with Soap Dudes Soap Company.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Chris, I wanted to invite you here because you are a local business guy that does this for the local community.
Yep.
I would love you to tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get started in this, and how did this whole thing come about?
Okay. Well, I've been an entrepreneur most of my life. I've run several different computer companies. I was a web developer. I was a very good internet marketer, and I have run companies that have done all that to some success or another throughout my life. But I got to the point where I wanted to buy a house, and so I had to go get a job. And I worked.
That's an important factor in buying a house.
So I ended up working for about 3 years so that I could get the everything that I needed to buy my home.
Right.
And I got a bonus at work. I think it was the second year.
Wow.
And so I wanted to do something nice for myself because I never do anything nice for myself. So I bought some soap. Good, all natural organic soap from a company that you can buy from on the internet that I won't name. And anyway, I bought the soap and I liked it. And I bought 4 bars of it. And a couple months later when I ran out, I bought it again the second time. But it cost me $50-$60 and shipping. And I said to myself, well,
think about soap. You need more.
I could probably make it myself cheaper. And so I started to make soap. And before you know it, I had about 1,000 bars of soap.
Oh my goodness.
So I started to give them away to family and friends, and they would tell me how good it was. And so I tried to sell it. I started to sell it, and I've been pretty successful doing that.
And you were telling me a little bit about the ingredients that you use,
Yes.
which seemed pretty interesting. You had mentioned that you take pride in the elements that you use,
Absolutely.
and that you started with oils first.
Yeah, absolutely.
And some of these are really, they don't even have additional fragrance. They're simply the natural oils in them.
That's right.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So my soaps are all natural, organic, and handmade. I make it all myself. I use 10% hemp seed oil and 10% shea butter in every bar.
In every bar.
And it's really, really good for your skin. Shea butter is an incredibly awesome moisturizer. The type of soap that I make is it retains its natural glycerin. And glycerin is what keeps the moisture locked in your skin. That's the advantage to natural. So soap that you get, commercial bought soap from the stores, they actually remove the glycerin from the soap and they use it in high-end cosmetics because they can get more money selling eyeliners and eyeshadows than they can get for selling soap.
Okay.
So they actually take all the good stuff out of the soap and they put back in a bunch of bad stuff, chemicals, preservatives, things that you generally don't want on your skin.
Which I presume you do not put in.
Which we do not. Yeah, our soap retains its natural glycerin, which makes it by default a natural moisturizer. The soaps that I have from here.
Yeah, share a little bit about what we have here.
So I have fragrance bar soaps, and then I also have some unfragranced bar soaps. The bar soaps that are unfragranced are more medicinal in nature. Just Soap is
Just Soap.
Just Soap has literally just soap. There's nothing in it except the natural
Smells great.
oils. And
I think I can smell the shea butter.
Yeah,
that buttery kind of smell that you get there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Not that I'm an expert, but I definitely can smell
I
it.
use 10% shea butter and everything, which is about as much as you can use in a bar soap and still have it be hard enough to be a bar soap. If you you can use more, but it's going to get soft, and you don't want a bar soap that's too soft. So
any particular ones that we want to highlight?
Yeah.
Whole thing here.
I don't know where to put everything. Bay rum.
Yeah, I was
And Dragon's Blood are probably my 2 best-selling soaps. The eucalyptus and Greek yogurt is very popular, and so is
the Dragon's Blood is a really interesting.
It has a lot of patchouli in it, and that's what you're smelling.
Oh,
There's
really?
florals in it too, lavender.
I knew I recognized
clover,
that smell.
but that's a big patchouli soap.
No kidding, huh?
And the bay rum has got a little bit of patchouli in it, but it's more spicy, more like a Caribbean scent. And hands down, that's my best-selling soap. And of course, lavender for the ladies is probably the most popular.
Let me take a whiff. Yeah, that's nice. And so that's kind of an overview of the soaps.
Of the bar soaps.
And then
I
we have
also-
some shaving stuff here too.
Yes, sir. I also make a men's shaving soap. It's incredibly good. I was actually reviewed. You'd be surprised. There's a gentleman in Michigan who has a wet shaving channel, and the name escapes me at the moment. But he bought a puck of my soap, about a year and a half ago, and he emailed me about a month later with a link to a video, and he actually paid for it. He didn't hit me up for a free product or anything.
That's when you know the review is legit.
That's
right?
when we know it's legit. So he did a 25-minute shave with my shave soap and said that it is just as good as or better than Captain's Choice, which is the leading national brand of Bay Rum shave soap. So it's really, really good. I tell people how good it is at the Green Market in West Palm Beach, and they look at me like I have 3 heads.
Wow.
And I say, just try it. I said, if you don't like it, come back, I'll give you your money back.
And then we have these cool like
Everybody loves
shaving.
it.
We have these brushes too.
Yeah, these
one
are
has a
shave
skull
brushes.
on it. And you sell these too?
I sell these, yes. This
really cool.
This one has real badger hair. These ones here are all synthetic brush heads. They are a mixture of horsehair and nylon.
Wow.
And this is actual badger hair.
No kidding. Is badger hair a common material?
It's the best type of material that you can use for a.
And these are
shave brush.
these are also shave brushes, just bigger.
Yeah. Those are a little different. I like them because they have the British flag and the American flag. I thought they were neat, but they were a lot smaller in the pictures.
And you also have liquid soap too.
And I make a liquid soap. I have 4 different scents of it. I make it in bay rum, I make it in lavender, eucalyptus and spearmint, and
is it essentially the same kind of ingredients?
They smell the same. No, actually it's different ingredients. Most people don't know that you use a different kind of lye. There's 2 different kinds of lye that you need to make soap. And to make a bar soap, you use a sodium-based lye, and then for a liquid soap, you use a potassium-based lye because it makes liquid. You can make it into a liquid.
Okay.
And for the shave soap, because I think you noticed before that it's soft and you can kind of bend it and manipulate it.
Yeah.
It's a 70-30 mixture of sodium and potassium lye. So anyway, I make the liquid soap in bay rum, lavender, eucalyptus and spearmint, and a pure morning, which is a creation of mine that's kind of similar to Irish Spring.
Proprietary?
Yeah, kind of. One of those deals. But I only had Bay Rum's liquid soap with me today, so I just want to let you know I do make other ones. Same thing with the shave soap. I actually make in Bay Rum, which is the most popular, but I also make it in sandalwood. Sandalwood.
Okay.
So I have some customers who specifically ask me for that. Yeah. It is.
Anything else important that we didn't talk about before we close it out?
Okay, so I also make it's a beard oil. It's for conditioning and making a beard smell good. But I also make a very similar concoction that is used for a pre-shave oil, which you would take a few drops and put it on your face before you shave, and then you would go ahead and shave. It helps it conditions your skin a little bit, and it also helps to reduce slippage with the razor because it's nice and soft when you put it on.
That's important. We definitely want to limit slippage.
You want to limit slippage and not get cut. Absolutely.
Certainly. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Anything else that's important?
Not that I can think of.
How do people get a hold of you?
Okay, so we have a telephone number, which is 561-716-5150, just like the Van Halen cover, 5150, easy to remember. We also have a website, and I know all this, I'm not really reading it from the card, I should hold the card this way. I have a website at soapdudes.net,
right.
And you can order, we ship anywhere in the world except for Morocco, because I did get burned on that once.
Oh, really?
10 bars of my pine tar.
Oh, goodness. We'll keep that in mind about Morocco.
$200 they got me for.
Wow.
Anyway, I ship anywhere in the U.S. I have a lot of customers that come to the Green Market during the...
That's right, because you're in the West Palm Beach Green Market every weekend, or what's your
every
schedule?
weekend between October through
when it's open.
the third week of May, or April is
October through April is when the Green Market's open, and that's when you'll be there.
But I have a ton of and I have a ton of customers who come to that market and then they go home in the summertime, but they still
and you mail them the soap.
And I mail them the soap. I also deliver anywhere from West Palm Beach to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, that's nice.
For a $7 charge, which is still cheaper than shipping.
Yeah.
And I get it to you a day
cheaper
faster.
than Uber.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
All right. Well, very good, Chris. It was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity to display my wares and tell people about Soap Dudes.